Yo, yo, yo. I hope this thing is on. Let me know if y'all can hear me. But it's your boy, Moonbound Blunts. I pardon myself, it's your boy Moonbound Crypto. Signing back live with another one. Alright, we gotta talk. So we gotta talk about this Ethereum situation. I been doing my research, you guys, and I feel like we're in a new era change on both ends in the the government financial end and also within the digital realm. We're having an era change, a new era change. um so let me give you my thesis on it after I show you a couple slides. um Hope everyone had a nice day. I know it's late, just bear with me if you're here with me, but if not, I hope y'all enjoy the video later whenever you get this video. So for starters, we got Raul Paul pretty much pointing out the obvious that most people was worrying about nothing. Like it literally said the M2 money supply. You feel me? The M2 money supply is going up. It went past our all-time highs of 100,000, 110,000, 109,000, something around there. You feel me? It went past there and is somewhere in the 140s. We will follow. This is Bitcoin. We will follow. What do you think the rest of the market is going to do? Like, I mean, it's going to bring, I mean, once Bitcoin really recover, I know we had a nice green day, a nice green couple days, should I say. You feel me? I feel like we should just, continue just to, DCA when you see red days. As you see, yes, you see it going straight up, but y'all clearly see these dips. It wasn't a straight shot. It's not a straight line, you guys. Y'all clearly see these chasms. You feel me? It goes up, then it comes down, goes up and again comes down. But we're eventually going to hit. We're eventually going to hit that that $140,000 mark, that $120,000 mark, and then eventually capitulate to go back into a bear market. But we know what to do once this time comes, which is use the AI trading glitch going into the bear market. That way we can accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible and lock it up for the rest of our lives, something to give our kids, or maybe you just have a nice safe haven, but pretty much you just want to make yourself your own bank, because as long as they keep printing money, we're going to get rich, and it's no point to have your money inside of dollars because you're pretty much just bleeding slow in the long run. So we're going to want to have the bulk of our money inside, either a stable token or Bitcoin itself. Um, this is super bullish. The new chairman was just said that Bitcoin and crypto will be on the top of his priority list. So we know that the SEC has a lot of things in pause right now. A lot of things in pause. There's a lot of applications being put out there for staking applications, like with Grayscale. Um, BlackRock brings up the fact that the SEC doesn't allow Ethereum to stake. So I feel like since we have a Bitcoin president, and he also owns like he's pretty much a whale. Donald Trump is pretty much a whale of Ethereum. I feel like I just feel like Ethereum will set free. You feel me? Like what what else you want me to say? I just feel like Ethereum is finally going to be able to spread its wings and fly. Um, this whole this whole capitulation, I don't feel like Ethereum's dead, but I feel like Ethereum changed in a way. But we're gonna go over that later. But on a lighter, but back to what I was trying to say is, I feel like Ethereum and crypto will fly this bull run, especially seeing that M2 rainbow chart, and especially having a pro crypto SEC chairman. So that's good. Shout out to Crypto Rover 2023, 2024. Now we're in 2025. It's the reversal. Like we keep on hitting this, we keep on getting this cross, and then we get a reversal. Like this is, we're putting in the movements for our next leg up, probably our last leg up. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to, sit here and dilly dally and wait for things to turn extremely bullish. I'm going to buy the red to get ahead. I advise y'all to do the same because history is definitely repeating itself. And you don't want to miss this ride, you guys. You really don't. You really don't want to miss this ride. So we got Tesla reporting 11,000 Bitcoin worth 1.7 million, 1.07 million in quarter one of 2025. Now, this is 2025. Imagine what the Tesla, stockpile of Bitcoin is going to be. They, I know they're operating in the regular system, but they also have fixed money, which is Bitcoin. And I'm pretty sure this number is going to grow over the years, or even if it doesn't grow over the years, like 11,000 Bitcoin is huge. You feel me? And I feel like that Tesla already having that, and already Tesla already being one of the top companies of the world. You feel me? Pretty much going to take over the world, pretty much, like, because we all see how technology is moving. Like everyone's driving electric cars. Like I feel like this is going to continue, like pretty much how oil did, in the past. But now it's going to, everyone's going to have electric cars eventually. But also having Bitcoin, I feel like, that definitely gives Tesla, a good hedge against inflation and everything, that comes with the dollar, bleeding over time. So I'm pretty sure some very smart people, some very powerful people see this right now. Um, this is pretty much the rank of the top assets in the world. Gold is at the top, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. You got Bitcoin at number five. Bitcoin would not be at number five for very much long. Like, let's give it a couple more years, you guys. Like, we got time. At least we're here now. We don't want to be here when Bitcoin is already at number one. You feel me? We lollygagged enough. We had some fun. Now it's time to lock in and secure our futures. You feel me? Secure our bloodlines because it's going to get ugly. And I'm not really trying to, how can I? I'm just not trying to, you feel me, just die off. You feel me? Because that's exactly what's going to happen to a guy like me that works a 9 to 5, that doesn't, that didn't have no assets, that's going to try to depend on a company to take care of me and my family until I, want to retire or, fill out some pension or 401k that I know for a fact will not take care of me when I become of age, get up there in age to the point that I don't want to work no more. Like I just want to be able to make money at a click of a button. So, that's why we're here learning and stuff. So definitely, we need to get Bitcoin before it becomes the number rank number one, before it becomes rank number two, before it becomes rank number three. We need to start buying Bitcoin immediately, you guys. Like real rat. I'm going to continue. So I'm gonna play this video. This is a video of Trump. I think he's going to make a deal with China. I don't think he already made the deal, but I guess he's planning to go make a deal with China. And he was very cool about it. But yeah, I'm gonna play this drawing real quick.
very good. Every country wants to partake, even countries that have ripped us off for many, many years. China is an example, but it's not just China. European Union, they ripped us off for many, many years, and those days are over. We're going to make a lot of money for our people. We'll be able to lower taxes substantially, and we're going to be proud of ourselves. They're not going to be a laughing stock that got taken advantage of by virtually every country in the world.
We thought you said you were going up to the lawn for a flag. What was going on?
We're putting up a beautiful, almost 100-foot tall American flag on this side and another one on the other side, 2 flags, top of the line. And they've needed flagpoles for 200 years. It was something I've often said, you know, they don't have a flagpole per se. So we're putting one right where you saw us, and we're putting another one on the other side on top of the mounds. It's going to be 2 beautiful poles. Paid for by Trump. They arrive in about a week or so.
Can you clarify, Mr. President, on China?
Yeah, we are going to have a fair deal with China. It's going to be fair.
Are you talking to them actively now?
Actively. Everything's active. Everybody wants to be a part of what we're doing. They know that they can't get away with it any longer, but they're still going to do fine. And we're going to have a country that you can be proud of, not a laughing stock all over the world for many years. You know, in 1913, they traded to the income tax system. We used to be all tariff, and we had no income tax, and we had the wealthiest country we ever had proportionately. From about 1870 to 1913, it was all tariffs, and we had more money than anybody. They had committees how to spend the money. They had so much money they didn't know how to spend. Then some brilliant person said, let's go income tax. Let's let the people pay. Now, we're going to be able to substantially lower taxes when this is finished.
So this is how does it look in the meantime? Are you
it looks good, yeah. No, it looks good.
While you're negotiating?
It looks good. We were losing anywhere from $3 to $5 billion a day. Think of it. We're losing billions of dollars a day under Biden and other presidents, frankly. But under Biden, it got really worse. China got out of control. We're losing $1 trillion a year. Trillion, not a billion, not a million, $1 trillion.
Whoa. Well, yeah. So, you know, OG's definitely standing 10 toes for us, whether you like them or not. You feel me? Um, they like it could have got ugly for, you know, the small guy like me. You feel me? Like at least this is going to, you know, secure jobs for us, you know, give us a fighting chance to bring some more money into the country. You feel me? I mean, yeah, granted, yeah, we at the bottom. All right, cool. But that doesn't mean that, you know, we can't, you know, there's a way for us to climb to the top. We just have to be patient, you guys, and hit this lick. You feel me? But, you know, I feel like that was the purpose of this shakeout because there's a lot of big money coming to crypto right now. It's a lot of big money coming to crypto right now. And with that being said, they don't really need anyone that's too anxious to get out because anyone that couldn't take it pretty much sold for a loss and probably took their gains to Ethereum. I mean, took their gains to Solana, but we're going to talk about that later. Actually, we're going to talk about that right now. So, I wanted to talk about Ethereum, right? And Ethereum's upgrades. So, one of Ethereum's upgrades is the Ethereum Petra upgrade expected in March 2025, brings major improvements. Let me see. No, that's not. So this is the link I really like. Ethereum Petra upgrade starting in 2025 is set to make Ethereum network faster, more scalable, and easier to use. Key changes include letting users pay gas fees with different tokens. So this will probably stop people from always selling for a loss. Like keep your tokens. Like say you're on the Ethereum something, you feel me, with this Pectra upgrade. Instead of, having to buy Ethereum, you could probably buy that token that you wanted to sell off and just use it as gas fees. You feel me? I feel like that would be huge. You feel me? Instead of people always selling for a loss because they're just trying to get it out their portfolio. Let your portfolio rock. You feel me? And keep those tokens that you lost faith in and just use it as gas fees and within the Ethereum network. Especially, since, Ethereum is so big, you feel me, and everyone's using it. Now another upgrade is what's the other upgrade? It's the ETH risk V. So Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin has made a radical proposal to change the underlying layer of Ethereum. Buterin proposed replacing ETH's current virtual machine (EVM) contract language on April 25th with the upgradable risk instruction to set architecture visions. All right. So this is what I mean. So instructions set architecture vision. So this is going to probably be building, the landscape on Mars, smart cities. You know, we know that Trump holds this token. We know that major companies like Fidelity holds this token. Grayscale, BlackRock holds this token. Microsoft holds this token. We all know Microsoft is going to use this technology within their infrastructure. I feel like this is bullish, but me knowing crypto, I feel like this is going to take longer to, for people to really understand it. I feel like I don't know. Like I have faith in ETH, but me personally, from here moving forward, I gotta see if people just going to take the growth. If people are going to grow onto it, because right now it just feels like this is going to you know make ETH faster, pretty much. You feel me? It's going to make ETH faster. You feel me? Let me see. See, Vitalik Buterin proposes 100x faster Ethereum with risk V overhaul. So yeah, so they want to make risk faster because Solana offers near instant transmission speeds, and it's cheaper, than Ethereum. So with that being said, you can't really call Ethereum dead because it's becoming more Ethereum is becoming more computer money, and Solana is becoming the Ethereum that we know. It's like, because usually it was a whole bunch of meme coins on Ethereum, a whole bunch of L2s and meme coins on Ethereum. Maybe that meme coin wave is going to Solana now, and we're one of the older meme coins that are still on Ethereum. Granted, are we going to move? Yes. But I feel like just like the era is changing, like in the financial world, like everyone's trying to get out their gold, their bonds, their whatever, like we need to get out our Ethereum, our old, Ethereum, Polka, whatever, the older projects. And if you move into a stable token and then put the AI trading glitch on the strongest projects within certain ecosystems like Ethereum and Solana, for instance, right? So I've been going over my data, and the top movers for the past week and change is Ethereum and Solana. It's not mainly Solana, it's not mainly Ethereum. the Ethereum projects are like real projects. They're not meme coins. Like some of them support games. Like a lot of them support games. But there's some of them that are built on the EVM. So the cryptos that are built on the old Ethereum EVM, I don't know what's going to happen to them once the risk is rolled out. I'm not going to put out no names out there because that's a conflict of interest. But I mean, not saying we're built on Ethereum, so we're okay. But if we was built on the EVM, that would be a problem. You feel me? And also, thank God that we're built. The Rufus ecosystem is actually built on Arbitrum. Arbitrum has been popping up too lately within the data on the top, like not Arbitrum itself, but these projects are built on Arbitrum. You feel me? And that's good. We also got, we got a few Ethereum tokens that are doing well. Like Turbo, um Nero Ethereum. Like, Ethereum isn't going anywhere, but when it comes to meme coins, Solana is stealing the show. And we know that when it comes to retail new money and people that just want to FOMO in, they're just going to buy the meme coin that they know and love. And with me knowing all of this, I feel like y'all should know it too. You feel me? I'm not saying Ethereum is dead, but after this bull run is over and we switch over to USDC and really roll out phase two, you should really think about how you how you how you use your AI, if you will, because Solana has more meme coins and Ethereum has more utility, if you will, more L2s. And I feel like I feel like Ethereum is going to be used more for that computer money for transactions. And Solana is going to be, that, if you want to get that crypto rush, big, them big bursts from meme coins. I feel like Solana is going to be that avenue. But none of this financial advice. I'm just saying, but looking at it from a different angle, if you will, I feel like we have a shot. I don't feel like Ethereum is dead, but I feel like Ethereum after this bull run, like, definitely have most of your portfolio in Bitcoin and then go from there. Bitcoin and your stable token. And you're good with, you're good with Tether, or you're good with USDC. I just go with USDC because my favorite color blue. Whatever. But but yeah. But yeah, that's just my thesis on the whole um Ethereum versus, people saying Ethereum is like going against, it's kind of versus Solana. I just feel like the new development went for the weak points of Ethereum, which was its gas fees and its speed. And granted, it's it's developing. Ethereum is developing, but I feel like it's kind of late to the party. And I feel like the market moved on just like people moved on from gold and stocks and bonds and 10-year yields and all of that. Now they want to move over to Bitcoin because they say it's really going to be something. You know what I mean? So I feel like, so now I feel like Solana is going to be something. Sui is going to be something. Bitcoin is going to be something. Ethereum is going to be something. But Ethereum will not be the place for me to find meme coins. Because we're here to, Like we're here now. Granted, we're here now, but like I'm just keeping it being because I'm not here to sell y'all no opium. I'm here to tell y'all the truth. I feel like this bull run, once Ethereum reclaims this yellow region, because y'all see the V-shaped recovery playing out. Like y'all see it recovering. Like we're going to recover, but after this, we know to look out for like a $6,000 Ethereum, a $7,000 Ethereum. You feel me? Is Dogelon Mars going to reach its all-time highs? I know y'all feel that in y'all system. I feel like Dogelon Mars is going to reach its all-time highs. At least go past them, but just know y'all see how Dogelon Mars spikes. It doesn't stay up there long. It doesn't stay up there long. So definitely, if you see it, take it and move it over to USDC, your favorite stable token, whatever. You know what I mean, and then go from there. But because we can't hodl a meme coin forever. It's okay to have a million ride forever. I mean have a billion ride forever, but for the most part, it's time. You feel me? Or else you're gonna round trip your bag. Look, you guys, I'm gonna keep it a bean, man. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm not here. I'm not here to get rich this cycle. I'm here to get as much as I can because now I'm thinking really long term. I just really wanna start phase two. You feel me? I want to start phase two. And yeah, you know what I mean? I want to start phase two. Like felt like the last pump we got, it was we was in the cage and someone walked past with the keys. Someone walked past with the keys. You feel me? Because it was just a nickel, man. I ain't been here this whole cycle for a nickel. Besides, I got some patience, man. It's going to be radical once Ethereum breaks 4,000. That's what I'm really waiting on. I'm waiting for Ethereum to really recover. You feel me? How long is it going to take? I do not know, but I know this is the granddaddy of meme coins, the granddaddy of altcoin season. Like we don't go off of altcoin season off of Solana. I'ma say that. Like we don't like altcoin season isn't based off Solana. But Solana pretty much made altcoin season this cycle. It's ironic, right? But it is what it is. You feel me? But we still gonna get ours. You feel me? Right now, we have to buy the red. I know it sucks, but I feel like a couple more months we gonna be released, yo. But what else you got? Like all we got is time. I rather stay in here for another couple more months than work for another 40 years. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't round tripping the bag, man. And I ain't gonna say that little spike, what 200% spike was round tripping the bag, especially when we didn't go to the orange region. Like we literally been trading in this yellow region, then we went down. Like that's gonna make any weak hands, anyone that's frustrated, anyone that's panicking, sell and go to the stronger. Well, I'm not gonna say the stronger. It's the fat, like the more efficient, like the newer thing. And the newer thing this cycle was Solana. So now we have to keep our eyes on that. That's why I'm saying we can't leave. Like the fact that we know that they're going to make something that's better than Solana, but evidently Ethereum had a hell of a run. Like Ethereum wasn't around just for one cycle; it was around for like what three, 4 cycles, and it's going to stay around. But there will always be new meme coins. Like for instance, next cycle, I bet my bottom dollar Sui's going to kick ass like Solana. Bet my bottom dollar. Sui's going to be up next round. So we gotta be, we're gonna have our money in Sui in Sui meme coins, that Sui ecosystem, but have a nice skeleton of Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, and the stable token. Know what I mean? But that's way up here. That's when we get way up here into the red region. Same thing for Bitcoin. Same thing for Bitcoin. We didn't quite go back into the yellow region. As y'all see, we kind of got rejected. We're going to go into the charts, but before we go into the charts, to show you, the compass is playing out like we said it's going to play out. We're just putting in our own data. This is our own story. We're going to have our own stories to tell. You feel me? But until then, 10 toes, y'all know where we got to go. And y'all seen the M2 money chart too. That's a nice find. You feel me? That's definitely the M2 money chart is definitely a nice find because we seen it go all the way past. Nah, I mean it went past the John. It went past 140. There it is. It went past 140. So us being red, which is Bitcoin, we're going to touch that 140. So I could see Ethereum breaking its at least at its all-time. Yo, if Bitcoin's at $140,000 and Ethereum is not at least all-time highs, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ethereum has to at least complete the cycle by reaching all-time highs minimum. Anything over all-time highs at this point is a godsend. I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I'm saying we have to. I'm I'm more confident being in Ethereum because of how strong it is. You feel me? And how long it's been around. I wouldn't feel that comfortable being in a new ecosystem's meme coin. You feel me? But that means you got to spread the bag in a new ecosystem, or really know which community, which coin is doing well. You feel me? This is why I'm writing it down. But anyway, because if you keep on being on the top 24, evidently you on to something. You feel me? Just saying, you guys. But yeah, everything looking good, looking good. Go over to the charts. So the charts is at a fear and greed, 53 neutral, or without a fear. All right. Trump trending, XCN trending, Zora trending, Melinda trending, Sui trending. All right. So the portfolio is recovering, but the portfolio ain't quite there yet. But we all know, Bitcoin need to get to 100K. You feel me? Bitcoin need to get to 100K. I'm going to look at, we're going to start from the top. We're going to look at Bitcoin, Ethereum. I got to look at Sui and Dogelon Mars. You feel me? So Bitcoin at 92 had a nice tear. I ain't going to hold you. But that's what we need. So we went over this before. We got rejected at that 95. We got rejected at that 95 and we went as low. It's like 74. Uh, so we went as low as 74. So we're currently stuck in this block order. I don't know how long this shit gonna play out for you guys. I ain't gonna hold you. But, you know, we're close to summertime. Are they gonna send it before summertime? I don't know. Um, I mean, both blockchains, from the notes, like both blockchains are going crazy. Like Ethereum is not dead at all. You feel me? Like you can't really like Ethereum's not dead, but we are having abnormalities like within the SUI ecosystem. Like like we're like yo, and we got Turbo going crazy too. We got a couple meme coins in the ecosystem going crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. But this is why you write down a couple tokens every day. That way you know where to aim the AI trading glitch. But right now, we're stuck in a trading block, you guys. We're stuck in between 95 and 74. We need to break 95 and reclaim 100 and 100k 102. I'm most likely, if we don't break through 100k, we're probably going to get stuck within this order block up here between 95 to 100k again. You feel me? But if we do break through 100k, we gotta break through 100 and 110 with you know with with strength. Like the way we got out of let's say this down here, since because I know y'all remember this. Y'all remember the 80s. The way we pulled away from the 80s, we got to pull away from 100k. So how much did we pull away from the 80s? Like we got do a little forecast. Like I don't know how much it was. It was all right. It was like 10%. So y'all probably mathematicians out there, but I'm not. So we're gonna put that 110 on top. If I could do it. Mm-hmm. All right, so that puts us at like 120. So we gotta break out of one 110 and hit 120. We gotta go to 120 and probably be in a new order block between 120 and 109. Whatever whatever type of resistance because we're in uncharted territory. But I can only go off of what we currently did. especially with the V-shaped recovery, because that shows me a lot of support. You feel me? That shows me, possibilities. You know what I mean? Once we break old support, because we know we got a lot of support at 95. We got support. We got. I mean, a lot of resistance at 95. We got a lot of resistance at 110. You feel me? But we all know 100,000 is that sweet spot. So right now, it's any man's guess. But personally, I'm waiting for 120. And hopefully ETH could set up some, hopefully ETH could start looking better sooner than later. You know what I mean? Let's go back to ETH. So ETH is still chilling below 2 grand at 1,700. How did it do? Up 10% on the day though. ETH is doing fine. It's up 10% on the day. Still down on the month, but that is most altcoins right now. The only thing that's really up right now is Bitcoin. This is why I'm saying, but even Bitcoin isn't done recovering, so we all just need to, just play our part and just chill, like, cause we gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. We just gotta, you know, stay cool, calm, and collective, you guys. Everything gonna be okay. And look, so ETH is still bearish on the monthly. We did not put in a green candle yet on the monthly. We're still in April. Let's see, April's not over. Maybe this could turn green. But let's keep it a beam. Y'all see the way ETH is looking right now. But for some reason, we're not in fear. Isn't that ironic? Shouldn't everyone still be afraid? Shouldn't everyone be thinking Bitcoin is about to, get rejected and go back to $60,000? Because y'all know in your heart of hearts that it's not over yet, and this is just setting up for its own V-shaped recovery, and everything's gonna be fine. But in the meantime, we are hitting support. We have to be hitting support because this John. So in these ranges over here, like this whole segment right here is our is our own is our own Bitcoin cycle, because this is the last. This up here is our all-time highs from last cycle, 2021, and these are the lows of the bear market that we just left. But we're hitting those lows. They're psychological lows. So yeah, people are afraid right now, but I feel like we're going to recover, and in the meantime, we got to see what our current support is, our current resistance is. And before I go to the micro, I'm going to say that this is our resistance because of this whole area right here. Well, these two areas. that area. In this area. It's a lot of activity over there. So I really want to see ETH break through 2 grand. I really want to see ETH break through 2 grand and start sitting up here at 2,800. Break through 2,800. After 2,800, it could all happen in May. That's what I'm saying. Like this, it could have all just been a shakeout because we got BlackRock talking about ETH now. We got BlackRock talking about ETH, Fidelity talking about ETH. You know, Trump is open about ETH. We just got a new SEC chair. They could, the new SEC chair could possibly say that ETH could start staking. That's huge. Like, yeah. So yeah, we got some support to get through, you guys. We gotta get through 2 grand. We gotta get through 2,800. We gotta get through 3,300, and we gotta break through. We gotta break through 3,700. And we know our all-time highs is 4,800. Like how big is that from where we at right now? 175%. I mean, that's gonna look good on paper, and that's his all-time highs. Like ETH ran over 175% in 2025. That's reasonable. That's gonna look really good in paper. That's gonna look real good in paper, cause yeah, that's gonna look good on paper. So in 2024, it yeah, 2024. Well, let me see, 2024. That wasn't that was in 2024. In 2024, ETH rose 73%. But now it could say that ETH had a monster recovery. You feel me? And then it put in gains of over 175%, and that's going to bring in the FOMO. That's definitely going to trigger the FOMO. Like imagine the world. Um, Imagine the euphoria of ETH being at $4,800, and that's all time highs. Just imagine, you guys. Yo, that's why I'm saying like we don't really need much. Like we could, a $6,000 ETH, $7,000 ETH, like that $10,000 ETH. It probably won't happen with Solana because it's going to be more institutional. Like the Solana joint, like the Solana wave is more like it has institutional buys, but I'm looking at the data. It's meme coins. It's meme coins. Like the Ethereum are like real L2s, real devs, like real protocols, real video games, like real platforms. Like it's different. And I feel like y'all should know the facts without my personal opinion or anyone else's personal opinion with their big fancy words. I gotta look at it myself. Shit, we gonna be alright though. We gonna be alright. Hmm. Go to the weekly though. Oh, I put too much stuff on this thing. All right. Well, we here, right? Well, yeah, ETH's done. Yeah, yeah. Until further notice, you know. Until further notice. ETH. Dogelon Mars. Yeah, Dogelon Mars taking a hit, but we did well though. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. We had a nice run on the weekly. On a day we down 3% right now, but we had a nice like we was up like 15% on the week. Not bad. That's not bad with it with as slow as Ethereum is moving right now. I ain't gonna hold you. You feel me? It all matters on how they adopt the new upgrades. Is the new upgrades really gonna pull in new customers? And are they gonna be punctual on uh on follow through? Like that's that's really what's going on right now. On the monthly, it's still down 10%. Yearly down 36%. These That's not bad though. That's not bad. Ethereum looks like this, you guys. So we're an Ethereum project. We just got it like, nah, I mean. But I feel good having. I feel. I feel good having an Ethereum meme coin with the type of projects that these devs have made on Ethereum. They see Dogelon Mars. I feel like they're just running up their bags because it's the same coins. I'm gonna tell y'all if it changed, but this is most I can say right now. It's the same coins. It's the same coins. So that tells me Ethereum projects and Solana projects are just running up the bag, a whole bunch of running up their stablecoin bag to be able to buy at the lows again. You feel me? Whether they're trading it or whether they're holding it and just selling it at the top, whatever's going on. But until I can get to my phase two, I'm just gonna hold and sell at the top. That's the best thing I could do. But yeah, Dogelon Mars is looking okay. Looking okay. God, we this is our local high. So we gotta beat our local highs. Turns out we definitely this is a coin that definitely beats its local highs. So I'm gonna take that. So that's a 606. I'll take that. Right? So in the month we're already starting to put in the green candle. So technically we put in our floors. Put in our floors, we alright. Hold up. Oh, I ain't really want to put it over there. Alright, so we hit 601 and recovered. Not bad. Well, we ain't recover, but we're there. Currently, without going to micro, I want to see Dogelon Mars. For right now, I want to see Dogelon Mars reclaim 6 zeros 15 and hold it. And hold it either or, but definitely get back to these if I can place it like a 6023, and that's and you know the crazy thing about this whole situation is all of these are bearish scenarios. We really gotta, for real, we gotta get to our old local highs. 6034, we gotta get to our old local highs. Keep it a bean. We gotta get to our old local highs. All these areas are pretty much our block orders. You feel me? Right now they're keeping us in between 601 and 6015. You feel me? Don't be surprised when we go to 6015 and fall back down. But if we break through the 6015, we're going to be in the new block order of 6015 and 6023. Maybe they might be trading, maybe we might be trading around all summer, or maybe, May will be the month. Like, you feel me? May is next month. You feel me? So it's looking, it feels promising, but we all just gotta sit back and wait. You feel me? Let Bitcoin do its thing, let Ethereum do its thing, but um I definitely feel more comfortable knowing how the market is really playing out and not just, going off a whim. Actually looking at the algorithm of the most successful coins on the exchange that I'm using, and also doing a little bit of TA. It helps. Make sure y'all hit that like button though. For real. Man, my videos need like at least 30 likes, you guys. Like, come on, man. Y'all be playing with me. Y'all be giving me like 29 likes. I'll be like, all right, y'all jerks. Like, that's crazy. Ain't gonna give me my 30 likes. It's crazy. Yeah, let's go to our to to the next Solana. You feel me? Let's go to the next Solana. I try to let y'all know, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I've been like I felt so like, man, the stuff that I found on this token is crazy. You feel me? The stuff that I found on this token is crazy. I feel like this token has so many different meme coins, and I'm mad that I ain't got no money to really buy them, to be trading them. But it's like, but they're cool meme coins. They got like cool names. Like, it's like they all like are like water attributes. It's cool, yo. It's cool. It's really cool. Shit. So Sui doing this thing. Let's Go to the monthly. So right now for SUI, without going to the micro, I want to see SUI claim that $3.26, $3.26. But for some reason, this is the monthly. It didn't completely play out, but currently, our floor is somewhere around $1.70. So let's see how that joint play out. On the weekly though, probably if we if, you know if and when Sui comes back to retest any levels, I'm gonna be looking for like a $2.30 again. You feel me? And then probably a retrace back to the upside and probably get rejected again. Probably get rejected again at that $3 mark. You feel me? Keep trading sideways. I feel like the coins are building up right now, and they're just trading sideways. Especially the really successful ones with the devs that are active on the daily. But yeah, on the dailies, yeah, so we doing good though. But I'm really waiting for I'm waiting for Bitcoin to break that 110,000 and Ethereum to get to all-time highs, and then I want to see what Ethereum, Sui gonna be at. You know, I definitely see like most coins won't reach their all-time highs, but I feel like Sui will be one of those coins that reach their all-time highs, just like Dogelon Mars. Like I feel like Dogelon Mars is gonna be one of those coins that reach their all-time highs this season, this bull run. But you just gotta wait for it. Like certain coins, every coin don't move the same. So this is when patience definitely comes into play. But you feel me? It's looking good though. I'll put the fib on it. All right. So let me see. So this joint already ripped. Let me get when I chicken dinner. What is it? $6. All right. I'll take a $6 Sui. Let's see the next level. See next level. What's up there? Yeah, $9.80. Yo, that's a reasonable price. Top of the bull run, $9.80. Yeah, that's a good price. It's a good price. You know, somewhere in between there. Somewhere in between top of the market for Sui, in between 680 and $10. $10 max. You feel me?
Unless Sui really do, nah, it's not enough room inside this bull run for it to really get that traction. People just gotta witness the witness greatness. But it's alright though. It's alright though. I need I need Dogelon Mars. It's not even Dogelon Mars. It's Ethereum. So many pivoted because of fear. How I don't know how you could just fall off the number one ecosystem, the number two ecosystem, but it is what it is. I can't make this stuff up. We got official Trump going crazy, up 55% on the day. Blink of an eye. Looking good though. Up 6% on the month. On the year, up 1,000%. Shit, shit, looking good. Looking good, man. Okay. Can't even can't even look at it for real, for real. Let me go over to the chat though. 10 in the chat with me. What's the word, y'all? I see y'all. You. Mark. Mark Cali. What's the word? Pointing to the hills. I hear you, G. Mark. Looks like we're ready for blast off. Yeah. Ethereum just gotta recover. ETH is a buy. Yeah, you already know ETH is a buy. For the long term, no. I don't. You know. You just got it's. It depends what you want to do on ETH, and then you got pivot right. It's crazy. Crypto Head 24. What's up, Moon? Yo, what's up, Crypto Head? Yo, what's good? And Mike is Obima. EBG. Walk, man. Yo, Jake. DJ Screed. What's the word? Simple economics. Interest rates go down. We eat. Right. It's crazy. I ain't know about this money glitch a long time ago. But it's alright though. It's alright though. I ain't even mad because we all go through our own paths. We're here now though. It all led up to this final moment. It's the final countdown. Say now, let me stop, you guys. Let me stop. Let me stop. Out here singing in the mic, man. Uh, Fishing with Camel Joe. Look at Pulse Chain. Fork thief. Pulse Chain. Got you, man. This the one? Drifty, what's the word? Is this the one? Pulse Chain. This the one, Fishing Joe? Or no? don't know. It's been around for a little second. Yeah, it's still down. I had a decent week though, up 40% on the week. Not bad. On a month, up 30%. Not bad, not bad. Man, I'm about to show y'all, man. I'm about to show y'all why. Now you talking about fork of ETH? Now let me see. You got 7 days. What you got? 40%. All right. Now, now I got something for your ass. I got something for you. I got something for you. Look at that. It's it's built on Sui, and that's only one of them. It's only one of them. It helps give liquidity to like the Sui ecosystem. Like it's crazy, yo. And this is just one John. You feel me? This is just one John. Like go to the like can't make this stuff up, man. I can't wait to start my. I can't wait to start phase two. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't, I'm. It's like it all makes sense when you write it down. So it all makes sense. Have you seen XDC? Nah, I seen another weird name. What's the name? I seen NKN. That's what I've been seeing lately. NKN. Like that's what I've been seeing. And shit, look. See that? And NKN, that what's that built on? What's that built on? So NKN is it wasn't built on anything. It's a hybrid proof of work. PAL. So yeah, that was like, one of those special ones. Sure. But XDC. How did XDC do though? We 4%, not bad. Like that's not bad. It's not bad, but uh like the reason so the reason I wouldn't choose this. Oh, this y'all go back down to two. Oh no, nah, XDC valid. XDC valid. I take it away because I definitely would put the AI trading glitch on something with this much volatility and that's this old because it's going to have more to work with. You feel me? Like, it's AI. The more data, the better. But yeah, all right, nice fine, nice farm, nice fine. I ain't even see that, John. So, not bad though, not bad, not bad though, not bad, not bad. I give it to you. Not bad, not bad. I don't know what it's built on though. Oh, so it's EVM compatible blockchain. So it's compatible, but it's its own blockchain. See, that's it. See, see. I don't know what's going to happen, you guys. I don't know what's going to happen because the swap, like, what happens to projects that's EVM compatible and the EVM? Is it going to be EVM? Is the EVM still going to be integrated, or is it just gone? You know, that risk V replacing ETH's EVM. See, I've been See, I just don't be just, not making videos, not to making videos. It's time to kick it. It's time to take it up a notch. You know what I mean? Because we need to be locked in. Like it's cool to, want your coin to go up and everything, but we gotta see what's going on in the fine print, you guys. You feel me? Shit, man. It's getting spooky. Man, I got it like every day gets better. Like you because the best part about this, I get to see how everything changes. If it changes, if it's the same rhythm, all right. If it changes, okay, adjust. But the main reason is to keep the algorithm in my head. That way I know how to aim my AI trading glitch. XCC is a hyper blockchain. Don't know what a hyper blockchain is. Still learning, man. Damn. Damn, just lost some followers on that one. Like, he's a fucking moron. He was like, he's a moron. Oh, man. But listen, y'all, look, man, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, man. I gotta get to work, man. Y'all already know I mess with y'all the long way. Real rat. Love you guys, man. Real. So it's y'all already know it's another one in the books. Free to real. Um, yeah, man. Definitely take care of those. Definitely take care of those. Watch lists. You know what I mean? Go get your, go get your notebook. You feel me? Go. Takes a couple seconds. Like the 3, 4 projects that popped up to you, or maybe you just want to go for the top three. I don't know what you want to do, but you feel me? But locked in, man. We locked in, man. Uh, damn. How we end this joint? How we end this joint, y'all? How we end this joint? How we end this joint? Y'all gonna make us rich. We don't end it like this. We don't end it like that. How we end this joint? Damn, I ain't make a video in a second. Oh, here we go. Until next time. Until next time, man. Until next time, yo. I see y'all, yo. Peace.